For 4 and 20, we've been there for it all. Australia's original fan food. Here
Yes,
it is.
Max.
Hello.
Gee, you were lucky to get away with the win against North last week.
We were down there, weren't we?
You were down. Just
Halfway
a
through the
60-point turnaround sort of changed the end result.
We were just talking about off air. North were hot.
Yeah.
The first quarter was pretty impressive.
Was it?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
At quarter time, we just quickly had a little reset.
Yeah. Come on, boys.
few-
Pull the finger
A
out.
few mistakes, probably brought on by North's pressure. Then when you... at Bellerive, there's a big cricket pitch. I won't get into too much logistics, but it becomes a real centre bounce game. So teams that win centre bounces can dominate. So that sort of put it on us four mids to be able to get a hold of the centre bounce. But North kicked the first two of the second quarter as well.
Yeah.
So it put us right under the pump, but we got it back.
That's good, isn't it? That's a good little bit of... So what is it affecting? It's just a truer bounce or it's a higher bounce?
It's a higher bounce, and then therefore it can go further out of the circle, the ball, with the bounce, and then the two rucks will hit each other, and that'll eventually get even further out of the circle. And if it bounces on the cricket pitch afterwards, it will then roll further. So it's just
Spreads quicker.
spreads quicker, similar to the Gabba.
Same the Gabba, yeah.
Yeah, right.
If you
Has
watch,
the Gabba still got wickets in it?
yeah, if you watch the
Cricket pitch, yeah.
Gabba, like a classic Brisbane game where they win by 70 or 80 points up at the Gabba, they would have won every centre bounce.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
It really
good.
flies out of the middle,
It
yeah.
does.
Some big retirements this week, Max. Trent
retirement
Cotchin went. Yeah, it is. Trent Cotchin made his announcement yesterday. Ben Cunnington earlier in the week. Isaac Smith, Luke Shuey. Geez, Isaac Smith had a career and a half, didn't he? How many
Absolutely.
flags did he win at the Hawks? He won
Three at the Hawks.
and one at Geelong.
Yeah, not many four-time premiership players running around.
That's good going.
Yeah, that's good going.
Yeah.
Luke Shuey, Lance Franklin, of course, earlier. Jack Zeeble, Shannon Hearn. Geez, there's some big names there.
Yeah. Well, Isaac won a Norm Smith 15 rounds ago. That's to think that he needs to retire now.
Yeah.
I think that caught everyone by surprise. But Cunnington, that's a big one at North.
Yeah, I think, it's just he's had, obviously with his battle with cancer, and
Yeah.
I think he just, put things in perspective, and football wasn't one of them at the end.
They got back-to-back retirement games, so they could get up North for the next two. They've got Richmond and Essendon, Cunnington, Zeeble over the next two. They both don't want to play the last game in Tassie against Gold Coast.
No,
what's with that?
Well, I mean, would you? It's like when Shane Crawford bought his 300th up down there. I was like,
He got to retire with a premiership. So.
yeah, well, just. Last, Clayton Oliver set to return for you blokes this weekend against Carlton after 10 weeks. It started out with like a toe, didn't it? And then it's just become whatever it is now, hamstring.
I'm still going to be careful calling him in because you never. I mean, the goodies called him in 10 times, but he's in. He actually is in. He's trained the last 3 weeks without any issues. Like 3 weeks ago, if it's a grand final, he could probably play, but they've done like the little slow build up to make sure it's absolutely fine this time. And
He's only missed 10 games in his entire career.
yeah, and they've all come right now. He played 150 in a row.
Yeah.
He's been pretty durable, and then it's all hit him at once. But I reckon it's going to be a pretty hot first
keen,
quarter.
wouldn't he?
Yeah, I reckon he's going to come out pretty hot.
Yeah, he'd be super keen. Todd Goldstein last week, just to go back over it, just for your own sort of, stats. 15 disposals, 11 contested.
Yeah,
He
he had
played
15, didn't he?
well, didn't he?
Okay.
4 marks, 24 hit-outs. That seems a
That's
lot
not bad.
against you.
Yeah, right.
You had 17 disposals. You
Okay, a
had
couple
30 hit-outs. You had 5 marks. Okay, so you beat
Just
him.
In every
You
set.
got him.
But the goals.
But goals,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he played as a forward because they had a double ruck situation.
And your mate
Stephen
from
May.
Entrecôte put one straight down his throat.
Yeah, he did.
Your
That's-
mate from Entrecôte.
That's Stephen May. That's
Stephen.
that you're talking about, yeah.
Stephen from reception. You're going to have to replace that, Stephen. The AFL has ticked off playing the Matildas versus France quarter-final on the MCG big screen ahead of Carlton Melbourne on Saturday night.
That's good.
So that's great, isn't it? That's a great initiative.
Well, the people that hurts the most is probably me. I doubt I'll be able to watch the second half. I think I'll be in there warming up.
So they kick off at 5.
5,
You start about 7:30.
Yeah,
So
so-
theoretically, that'll be over by the time you run out.
I'll be not watching the TV from about 6:50 onwards.
Right. Have you
So
got
the game-
Tilly's fever?
I did watch the full game the other day. it's sort of there. I'm not a soccer man, so it's not.
No, either am I. But I love what's happening.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying the whole.
I love the size of it.
I feel like you have to watch, otherwise you miss out on all sorts of conversations the next day.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not watching,
Yeah, but
but I'm still across it.
you can get involved in the
I'm
conversation.
involved
Yeah.
Okay.
via William
So the
And me.
and you. These guys went to Fed Square to watch the last
Really?
one.
Yeah.
oh, I love it.
I'll watch the whole first half probably in the middle of the G. I'll just go sit out there and
Oh,
have a little watch.
amazing.
So the Matildas game has bumped the news, which has then bumped your game 5 minutes. Does that have any impact on your day?
Not a
No.
hell of a lot. As long as it's not 7:50, is it?
No.
No, God,
Okay,
no.
we're a little bit earlier.
It's
than that.
7:35.
Okay, so they have to get the news out. That's a
Oh,
Yeah.
you've got to get the news away.
Yeah.
Your game's waiting for the news.
okay. So the news. takes
Kiss has firmed as the likely replacement to Crowded House as the grand final entertainment. Are you happy with that?
we get stuck in AFL. Gets stuck in the old rock bands, which I mean it's great for Triple M, but
It's great for us. He's
Yeah.
a core artist.
But they do get stuck in like Crowded House or Kiss. Are they really the only two options?
Oh,
Sorry,
Crowded House.
I'm probably on the wrong radio station to say
No,
that.
no, you're absolutely entitled to. Well, they had Robbie Williams last year,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
forget, and he was
yeah.
magical.
Yeah.
Who are
suggest-
you suggesting? Dua Lipa?
Well, put some money out. See if Taylor wants to come back.
Oh,
please.
Oh,
Come on.
really?
Imagine
Taylor
that.
might. Well, Culture Club is here around that time.
gee, that is
Yeah.
And I
interesting.
wonder.
Is the AFL ready for Boy George?
Berlin, I think, is with them as well.
What's-
Yes.
Culture Club?
What's Miley doing? I love Miley.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get if it's Miley.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's
How
not
good would
going
that
to
be?
be.
It could be.
No.
No, but
Miley and Billy Ray Cyrus.
it's 4 70-year-olds just rocking out.
Yeah. Cardi.
Cardi B. We could go full whack,
What about-
bucket and a mop.
That crew of rappers that did the Super Bowl that time.
Eminem,
Maybe
Justice
they all just
Crew.
came. Yeah.
Oh, no, different.
No, not Justice,
Justice
Crew.
Justice Crew. The Super Bowl.
Let's come back and talk about the round.
Max Gawn with us this morning.
Lovely to see you, Max, as always.
Thank you.
What a year you're having personally.
It's been fun. Well, I mean, team-wise, we're sitting second currently.
Has Brody Grundy been named this week?
He's back. He's
Did
back.
I make that up?
No, he's back.
He's back.
You saw that in the paper today. We're double rucking. Carlton are double rucking. They've got Pitnet and De Conning.
Is there anything you want to tell us? Because sometimes you leave here and then we find things out.
No, Brody will play. Clayton will.
Anything else you want to tell us? Because what I've been finding lately is when you leave,
Yes.
you're not telling us
Yeah.
good things.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I probably, if there was a laid out, I still wouldn't tell you.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I
No,
don't think
That's
mate, you've been honest.
I don't think you're ever
Yeah.
getting that scoop
Yeah.
if there is a laid
If
out.
you walk out of here and retire at
Yeah.
11 a.m.
If-
Oh,
I tell you what,
Dead to us.
if Damien Barrett breaks something on rush hour, the Savo, I will be filthy.
I'm going to give it to Jay.
Oh, nice.
You know Jay Matthew, the guy that doesn't do our show.
He was down the coast.
Down the coast,
had a
down
marathon.
the schmost.
Anyway.
Geelong Collingwood will be
Yes.
an absolute belter tonight at the MCG. First game without Nick Dacos since his debut.
I struggle with Friday night footy, probably because of the late time slot, but I think I'll do my best and try and watch this.
This will be a good game.
Yeah, I actually think Geelong will have a good shot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Collingwood really kind of need to win this. Would that be
Yeah.
3 in a row if they lose?
Yeah. And
Collie
top
Wobbles?
spot.
Are
Top
we
spot.
thinking Collie Wobbles?
It's top spot grabbable.
It's very grabbable.
They
Oh,
have to lose
yeah.
all three though.
They need to
don't
lose 2 minimum,
Okay.
but surely that's in your size.
And us and Brisbane have to win all three. And
That's
Port,
right.
we're all equal, aren't we?
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
North v the Bombers tomorrow at Marvel. Gee, how lovely for us to just have a game on a Saturday.
Lovely.
Saturday 1 the traditional, well, just a bit earlier than the traditional time slot, but yeah, Cunner's last game. I might even watch that.
Yeah, that'll be a good game for
He's
you.
there's not many left from my draft.
We could beat the Bombers, you know.
You could beat the Bombers.
I mean, I said we'd make the 8, so maybe I'm not your guy.
Well, West Coast probably should have won
Exactly.
that game. Yeah, there's not many left from my draft. Cunners is, I think we've got about 10 left.
Oh,
Really?
yeah? Who
Oh.
else?
Yeah. Mitch Duncan is
Yeah.
still going around. Dusty, obviously.
Yeah.
Nat Fife.
Nat 5.
Yeah, good draft. I mean,
Wow.
Good draft.
Jeez, this
Yeah.
is a good draft.
Pick
what
your- pick
what
your-
year is this?
Pick your top 3. Fife, Martin, Gawn. Go.
Gawn, number 1.
Thank you.
Ah.
Dusty, number 2.
I think Dusty's won by a long
No,
way.
well, not for me.
He's a 3-time Northwood medalist.
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah.
Jeez, and then
yeah.
you're leaving a dual Brownlow medalist in the bronze
And
position.
then
That's
he's-
tough.
No, he's second. I'm
Oh,
third.
please, Max.
What,
Thank
what
you.
year was that, Max?
2009.
2009.
Yeah.
Gosh. There's only
Jeez.
10 of you left.
Yeah. And some unique ones as well. Like Travis Collier is still
Yeah.
going at
Gary Rowan.
Fremantle. Gary Rowan.
Yeah.
Gary Rowan. Jeez, he's had a good career too.
Mm.
Yeah.
God, there's some talent come out of that year.
Not great from Mel. We had 1 and 2, and they were both gone after 6 years.
Who were they?
Trengrove and Scully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good friend of mine, Trengrove, so
Yeah.
I'll look after him. But
Yeah. What happened to him?
he was my captain for a year there. He Planet Fasher or Liz Frank or one of the bad ones. What's a really bad foot one?
And he just couldn't get it right.
Syndesmosis is the
Yeah, that's the trendy one.
yeah.
That's one everyone's doing.
Liz Frank is
Liz Frank's
is
the one. Who is
terrible.
Liz Frank?
I went to school with her.
Right.
Distantly related to Anne
Oh,
Frank.
okay.
People don't.
Someone.
People forget that in the heady mix that is football week in and
Right.
week out. One of the Franks. Sydney versus Gold Coast tomorrow at the Sydney Cricket Ground. I mean, I don't think I've ever cared less about a game of football, but there it is.
Sydney are hot. They
They are hot.
Yeah, Sydney are hot.
Brisbane v Adelaide tomorrow. Arvo at the Gabba, head to head in Brisbane with the Matildas both sold out. Adelaide 1 and 7 away. Brisbane 9 and zip at home.
Matildas are in Brisbane, aren't they? Yeah.
They are.
Okay.
It's going to be crazy. But at the same time, kickoff too.
Yeah. Brisbane. This is becoming a popular time slot for Brisbane.
Yeah.
The 4:35 Gabba game.
Bit of twilight.
Yeah. I'll go Lions, but Adelaide need to win, so it's going to be fun to watch.
Carlton Melbourne tomorrow night at the G. Game of the round. Melbourne playing for top spot. Carlton aiming for the 8 straight victories, which they haven't done since 2000.
Oh my God.
Who are you tipping?
Well, obviously Carlton.
Well, no, not obviously. You didn't tip us last time. You didn't tip Carlton last week, remember?
Last week I did.
Week
Collingwood
before.
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I learnt from that mistake.
Yeah.
And
Two.
we are in good, hot form.
Yeah.
And we have a bagel bet.
Yes. For this game, is it?
I think it's this game.
Okay.
You said it last week.
Did I?
Oh, so I owe you a bagel.
You owe me a bagel.
Okay.
I think you owe him a bagel from earlier in the year.
Hey.
All
we're
square.
not-
Let's go all,
All right, we're
square,
all
square. All
and let's
square.
have one on this.
Okay.
Okay.
Because bagel bets are just flying around. I think we need to
Yeah,
All right,
we need
this
some
is-
accountability.
this
Get
is
this
the
right.
You've got to
bagel
write
bet.
it down. You've got to be able to document the bagel bet.
This is the bagel bet to end all bagel
So
bets.
you're
Alright.
saying Carlton will beat Melbourne,
Yep.
and you're betting a bagel on it.
Correct.
I'm assuming you'll think you'll win this one, Max.
I'll
course.
jump on the Melbourne wagon for
Yeah.
this game.
Okay.
Of course. Good.
Yeah.
West Coast v Fremantle tomorrow night at Optus.
Are they watching the Matildas as well?
They are. It's on the
What's that?
screen.
6,
Yeah.
6:10 is that game, is it? Freo are actually going pretty good as well, so I'll go Freo.
Hawthorn Bulldogs, Launceston.
That's actually a good game.
Yeah.
That'll be a really good game. Doggies need to win, and Hawks are in some pretty good form.
Yeah, they've shown a bit of late season form, the Hawks.
Yeah, I'm going to say Hawks. I play Launceston really well.
St Kilda v Richmond, Sunday at Marvel. Saints clinging on to a final spot at the moment.
They hold on here. If you actually, their game at the G last year, about 7 weeks ago, was an absolute cliffhanger.
Yeah.
This one will probably be similar. I'm going to go Saints. Hold on.
Port v GWS, Giants, twilight game at the Adelaide Oval.
Giants.
Yeah.
7 on the trot, and they'll make it 8.
Sneaky great
Oof.
game, this.
Oh no, they lost against Swans last week, didn't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, Giants.
Giants.
Away from home, you think the Giants will roll
They
over
beat
there.
Adelaide at Adelaide
Yeah.
Oval
Mm.
4 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. Port are just limping, aren't they?
Nothing against Port. I still think they're a great team. I just think Giants are hot at the moment.
What's today look like? Is it captain's run today?
Captain's run, yeah.
Oh, we're
Down in,
not
in God's country.
Is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
Lucky. It's
Yeah.
a
Good time.
50-minute M1 drive today.
Yeah,
boy.
but then you
Nice.
get to put the cones out and have
Yeah.
the captain's run.
Yeah, it's paradise down there. Once you're down there.
Once you're down
I'm
there.
contracted to say that, but,
But
Yeah.
once you're down there and the wind's blowing and you think, geez, where could I rather be than a windy little Casey?
yeah, and we lock the gates down there, so there's not one spectator down there, which is, I mean, that's kind of cool at the same time, because normally we're at Gosh's Paddock, and that's the busiest intersection in Melbourne.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you get like a nice little.
And there's
feeling down there.
87 people trying to use those ovals. It's like
At
the
Gosh's Paddock, yeah.
Rebels, the
There's dog-
Collingwood.
There's
Yeah.
dog poo everywhere.
Jay Clark
Oh,
standing on
yeah.
bins.
Yeah.
Was that out at Casey?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay Clark. That was around a Clayton Oliver story,
Yeah.
potentially. You know, it's a big story if the media make it to Casey.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
they're there,
yeah.
you go, gee, something's happening.
Something's happening. It's got to be an entrecôte style story.
Max
Have a
Gawn.
great weekend, Max.
Thanks, guys.
Chat to you next time.